Pretty much all films and TV series dream about being critically acclaimed. All of them wish they could be at least popular, some sort of profitable. Many get to be all of these, but there's one particular series that plays in a league of its own. Breaking Bad is considered the best series of all time, if not the best production overall, many series and films included.
You're goddamn right.
High quality productions most of the time steer clear from the masses, so how does it manage to be so relevant up until today?
I'm sorry, what were you asking me?
I'm Freddie, and today I bring a writer's perspective on why Breaking Bad is so popular same time as hugely awarded. Let's go. It's fair to credit a great deal of Breaking Bad's popularity to its unique visual elements. Since the very first episode, we're shown distinguished visual elements, which enhances the originality. The fact that Walter White right away takes off his pants before he starts cooking both creates a distinguished visual element and tells something about the character at that moment. Instead of getting more protected so he can start messing around with chemical products, he's taking clothes off. This gives us detail on how broke he is, meaning he can't afford good dressing very often, giving us a hint in his economics without actually telling us numbers, which is brilliant. How original? Well, we got many stories about criminals manufacturing drugs, but in how many of them is the cook wearing panties?
I don't know.
By the way, if you're a Breaking Bad fan, such as myself, and you're new here, consider subscribing. Moving on, the fact he chooses an RV so they could start cooking both adds a distinguished visual element to the series at the same time it tells something about Walter. Who turns an RV into a meth lab? It's not ideal and it's not roomy, but he's careful, he's fearful, and he doesn't want to get caught. How original? Of all stories about drug labs, how many of them are RVs smoking through the sunroof in the desert? That's the way they kick off the series, having us ask why a random dude is driving an RV with chemicals through the desert while he wears mask and underwear only. The list goes on. In many places we can find meth, but where's the only place we can find blue meth? Then we have Los Pollos Hermanos, and tell me how many times you've seen this apron before. Tell me who you think of every time you see a Pontiac Aztek. Nobody owns a car like that. I mean it. Literally nobody. The visual elements on the show were designed to stick around your brain, and they make sense in the character development and story overall. The fact Walter wears a black hat and calls himself Heisenberg gives life to a persona that's easily recognizable by the audience. When he puts the hat on, he's another man. That's the way he separates his two lives in his head. That's what he thinks a badass looks like. Fake it till you make it. He acts different, his colors change. At least until everything starts mixing up in his head later on.
Stay out of my territory.
The memorable, impactful lines in Breaking Bad contribute to its enduring legacy. These lines not only resonate with the viewer, but also serve as reflections of character development.
And that's why I fight for you, Albuquerque!
Better call Saul.
When Walter tells Skyler,
I am not in danger, Skyler. I am the danger.
basically he's telling her for the first time he's a murderer. He's to be feared, and because he said that, Skyler changed completely for the rest of the series. Great lines here mean something to the story. They're not just neat, they're meaningful. A fan favorite one is,
Say my name.
Here Heisenberg demands recognition and asserts his dominance in the math trade. During the entire dialogue he uses top-tier arguments, but the way he summarizes everything reflects his power. This is Heisenberg. He is to be respected. He is pure ego and arrogance. Then in the end he goes,
That you did this for the family.
I did it for me. I liked it.
That's so simple and yet so powerful. How can a single line give the entire show new meaning? We were tired of hearing the same excuse over and over. It feels like Skyler interrupting him could be any of us. But now, for the first and last time, he comes clear. It's a show entirely made on thought-provoking dialogues. Of course, the best line is when Walt asks,
Jesse, did you like the video?
"You heard the man, don't disrespect the man." The show's use of music is highly deliberate. It can heighten tension, evoke nostalgia, create ironic juxtapositions, or provide insight into a character's state of mind. 1977 by Anna Tijoux is significant for Jesse's arc. He's struggling with guilt and self-doubt. The song, which is about empowerment and resilience, represents his determination to take control of his own life. He was contemplating a sense of purpose. Baby Blue by Badfinger in the series finale basically summarizes the entirety of Walt's journey using only a few verses. Earlier, on a very same episode, Walter played El Paso by Marty Robbins. This song both paints exactly how Walter was feeling that moment and foreshadows the outcome of the entire series. Maybe tomorrow a bullet may find me. Seriously, go listen to it. It's so easy to remember exactly where these songs play throughout the show, given the enormous significance you're able to find in them. Breaking Bad's photography and direction are two standout aspects of the series. Through innovative camera angles, framing, and color grading, the show's cinematography creates a distinct visual style. It uses wide shots to showcase the vastness of the New Mexico desert, highlighting the character's isolation, and close-ups to capture the intensity of the character's emotions, allowing viewers to connect with them more intimately. All of this with smart use of symbolism and visual motifs. The recurring use of reflections and mirrors represent duality and self-reflection, like when Walt discovers he's getting better from his lung cancer. Clearly he didn't plan to keep living with himself after all he's done. He now sees himself broken by his own making. Genius metaphor. Color was another layer of how greatly they could convey characters' emotions in real time. Red is a color well known for representing danger. When Walter is in danger, he's wearing a light tone of red, but when he reveals he is the danger, he changes to a darker tone of red, seamlessly. The simple act of taking his shirt off feels like he's peeling off a layer of his own personality right in front of us. The sudden turn feels like he's now revealing his true self. Nothing is random. Even the chosen aspect ratio corroborates with the message they're conveying, allowing the characters' faces to be perfectly framed, inviting us into their emotions. For me, the main reason Breaking Bad is popular same time as Acclaimed is because it gives you a pack of things to remember, but it also gives you a strong reason to remember them. It's not only about cool shots, cool props, cool lines, or cool music. It's about how everything's cool, but at the same time, how everything matters. What's the main reason for you? Leave it in the comments down below. For more things Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, and El Camino, subscribe. I got a lot more to share, not only about them, but about many things you love. Till the next time.